Words have power. They shape how we think. They shape how we see each other. Words can build us up, but they can also tear us down. When words are used to dehumanize, they become dangerous. They can incite hatred, they can justify discrimination, and they can pave the way for violence. History is full of examples where language has been used as a weapon. Words can be used to strip away a person's humanity. They make it easier to ignore their personhood. This kind of rhetoric is a threat to any just society. We cannot ignore the power of words. We must be mindful of the language we use, and we must challenge those who use words to divide and dehumanize. The dangers of dehumanizing rhetoric are not theoretical. History teaches us about the horrific consequences. During the Jim Crow era, black people were called animals. They were denied basic rights. This was justified by a belief in their inferiority. In Nazi Germany, Jews were labeled as rats and vermin. This rhetoric helped fuel the Holocaust. Millions were murdered in one of history's darkest chapters. Apartheid South Africa provides another chilling example. Black South Africans were treated as less than human. They were subjected to segregation and violence. These examples show how dangerous rhetoric can poison a society. They remind us that words can have deadly consequences. We must learn from the past and fight against this kind of language today. Sadly, dehumanizing rhetoric is not a relic of the past. It is alive and well today. In recent years, we have seen political leaders use dangerous language. They have demonized entire groups of people. They have used fear and resentment to divide us. President Donald Trump has repeatedly used inflammatory rhetoric. He called immigrants criminals and vermin. He labeled black Americans as illegitimate Americans thugs. His words encourage division and violence. This kind of language has real-world consequences. It creates a climate of fear, hate, and distrust. It makes it easier to justify discrimination and violence, and it undermines the very fabric of our democracy. We cannot stand by and let this rhetoric go unchecked. We must all speak out against it, we must challenge those who use it, and we must work to create a more inclusive and just society. The black community in particular must be vigilant. We must continue to fight for our rights and our dignity. We must use our voices to challenge injustice, and we must work to build a better future for ourselves and our children. Combating this rhetoric is not just about protecting black Americans. It is about protecting the soul of America. It is about upholding the values of equality and justice for all. Black America stand together and fight for a better tomorrow.